My name is Jared Lantry, and this is This Week in the National Football League. And this week in the National Football League, a lot of really cool things went down.
Colin had his chance to be here.
In one of the most intense games of the season, the Bengals had the last-second touchdown against the Falcons, but I missed it because CBS had to change it to the Chargers game, and I was probably the only one in America who then didn't change it to Mike and Molly reruns. The Browns have stopped shooting themselves in the foot long enough to find out what it's like when it's not your own team screwing you, but the refs that bend you over in the most unnatural angles, like Tyler Eifert's ankle. Khalil Mack recorded another strip sack this week and has now made it 4 weeks in a row.
You're such a scary bear, I love it, I love it. You're such a scary bear, I love it, I love it. John Gruden is a dork, Bruce Irvin, You're such a scary bear. I'm a sick Mac, I like a quick sack. I'm a sick Mac, I like a quick sack. I'm a sick Mac, I like a quick sack. I'm a sick Mac, I like a quick sack.
A sad moment this week when Earl Thomas went down with a broken leg. After giving up his holdout for a new contract to not miss any games, Earl was playing some... Another sad moment this week when the Fitz magic officially ended as the Bucs say goodbye to a QB having an MVP caliber season with a defense giving up a league-leading 34.8 points per game and say hello to a new Jameis Winston era, one where he has promised he had learned his lesson and won't make a fourth or fifth alleged mistake. This week, I award a bronze medal to the man who can do everything except drink coffee. So wake me up when it's all over. Taysom Hill for his fake punt execution. I award a silver medal to Thomas Middleditch, who has sold his soul to Verizon and became the most hated man on Sundays to feed himself. It's a thing. The gold medal of the week goes to Frank Wright for going for it on 4th down with 30 seconds left in overtime in his own territory. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. The Texans won the game after the Colts failed to convert that 4th down, which allowed the game to actually end. It's time for
Twitter questions.
And my one lone question this week is from Behamis Thomas. At Behamis Thomas says, I'm down a tight end. I'm looking to either trade for one or pick up one off waivers. I am 7 back on the waiver list. I am stressed. What are football-related ways that you or colleagues of yours relieve stress? With Will Dissly's injury, I highly recommend the pure demigod Tyrone Swoops. He may not be on any team right now, but trust me, he will. To answer your questions about football-related ways to relieve stress, here's Coach Magoo to give you 5 options to relieve fantasy football-related stress.
I'm Coach Magoo, and these are my 5 ways to relieve fantasy football related stress. Number 1, watch highlights of the Philadelphia Eagles executing the Philly special. Number 2, get a group of your friends, go out to the backyard and recreate the Philly special. Number 3, watch a bunch of Bud Light commercials, and anytime they say dilly dilly, you replace that with Philly, Philly. Number 4, step in front of a truck. Number 5, track and stop Chris Collinsworth and ask him to tell you all about RPOs and how Doug Peterson invented that play in 2017. Thanks for watching. Those were my 5 ways to relieve fantasy football related stress.
One of the ways I relieve stress when I have fantasy football problems is I just send hate mail to Ted Ginn Jr. With all the craziness in football this week, the Lions somehow lost. But don't worry, all has somehow returned to normal. The Jets and Bills still suck after both being haunted by the ghost of Rex Ryan, and the Patriots are still good. Seahawks linebacker Michael Kendricks has been suspended indefinitely for insider trading, to which Vince Young asked, did it work? The game of the week this week was the Chiefs facing their hardest challenge yet, a competent defense. Hoping not to get shredded again, the Chiefs' defense was able to stop the deadly accurate Case Keenum. Thanks for tuning in on This Week in the National Football League. I hope to see you next week. Don't forget, if you have any questions and don't know who to start on your fantasy league, tweet at me. I'm also there for your emotional needs.